And AJ, that's the point. The organization can do everything they can to correct that by doing two things. One, create an identity for the team. When I went to Baltimore after leaving Washington and then going to Cleveland, I played for two of the most dysfunctional franchises in the NFL. Then I went to one of the most stable ones in the NFL with the Ravens. And that probably is the best thing that ever happened to me for my playing career, to see it from a different angle. I walk in the building, it's the team all over the building. You walk in the weight room, it's play like a Raven all over the weight room. And they create this sense of identity that you not only know what's expected of you, but that you can draw on that when you're on the field. So for Washington, I think that Dan Quinn has to be the one that creates that identity, and he has to be empowered by Adam Peters and also Josh Harris to make that who the Washington Commanders are. I think that's the first step. The second step is John Harbaugh was the best pro coach I had because he always had his players back. You can't tell me a time when John Harbaugh has gone to the podium and trashed a player. Why is that important? Because in the meetings, he would trash everybody in the meetings, okay? Because he's trying to get the best out of us. But when he steps in front of that camera and he's a representative of the Baltimore Ravens, it's us versus them. So he never attacks us. He always defends. And obviously I didn't play very much when I was in Baltimore, but I got to see that firsthand. If Lamar had a bad game or he made a bad read, and like me, you, and Timbuktu know he shouldn't have made that throw, Harbaugh would never say anything about it. He wouldn't gloss over it. He would just defend Lamar Jackson. And he would say what needed to be said to defend his players. So I feel like in that regard, the organization has to get rid of the rats, get rid of the weasels, and make sure that no one's leaking any information out. And that's what I've been most impressed by from this whole quarterback search is no one really knows. No one really knows what's going on. And honestly, that's a great thing because that means that nobody is letting their lips go loose. Because as they say, loose lips sink ships.
Sink ships.
Right now, the organization seems to be going in the right direction because that's not happening. So support the players. They are supporting them on the field. The signings that they made. I mean, we got Bobby Wagner. We got Bobby Wagner on the Washington Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's leadership right there. Super Bowl champion. They're doing it the right way with the player acquisitions. And I feel like they're doing it the right way with the media and trying to actively correct that negative lean.
Hey, but